In today's training, I've got some spear exercises for you today to try on out. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and if the spear is something of interest for you, hit the thumbs up button so I know that we're on the same page. Let's get training. All right, today I'm going to share 3 kind of basic spear exercises for you. It's going to help work both the right side and the left side of the spear or of the Sibat. When we're doing these exercises, we can use a short spear, which is traditionally is typically about floor to plexus height. This one's a little bit longer than a typical short spear, but it'll still work. You can use a long spear. This is just like a typical wushu training spear. I like using these. They're still worked a little bit more flexible than what we like for Kali, but still good training spear. If you don't have any kind of training spear or what, you can use just a typical normal staff. If you want, you can put a piece of tape on one end so that way you know which end would be the sharp end. And we would basically just be using the single end fighting method on the staff. All right, well, let's get to these exercises, starting off with exercise number 1. So I'm going to be demonstrating all these exercises both with my kind of shorter spear, that way you can see the tip, and then I'll also do them with the staff, so if you only have a staff then you can see that it's the exact same movements. So the first exercise is very simple. All these exercises are focusing on being able to operate off of the right hand forward and then also the left hand forward. In Kali, we want the ambidexterity of being able to work with either side forward, because we never know what position that we're going to be in. This is why we train eventually with 2 sticks or 2 knives. You know, we have 2 hands, right? So we want to have that ambidexterity. Very, very important in Filipino martial arts. So the first exercise is very simple. We're going to incorporate a little bit of really basic footwork with this. We're going to start off with the right hand forward and the right leg forward. All right, just get into a normal stance right now. We don't have to get too crazy detailed. We do have some pretty detailed stuff. But right now, just kind of starting off with the basics, we just want to get the basic motions down first. So from here, we're going to start on off. We want to make sure that the tip of the weapon would be menacing our opponent right in their face, right between their eyes right here. And from here, we're going to thrust number 1. Now there's 2 types of thrusts that you can work on this. We have the short jabbing thrust, where the left hand comes to the plexus, and then you have the full thrust, where the left hand comes underneath the armpit. You can work both variations, totally fine. I'll kind of show you guys both variations of that. But right now, we're going to start off. We're going to thrust number 1. Then, as I switch my feet, I'm going to slide my right hand back, and then my spear slides into position. And then we thrust with the left position. As I switch my feet, my left hand switches back, my spear drops into position, and I thrust. So we get this kind of back and forth type of action here. It's very important that we're switching this way, that we're not trying to switch way up on top. So as I thrust, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right there. Again, we don't want to switch when we're grabbing this thing way up there, okay? And we don't want to grab and come to the spear like this and then fire it out. So if you get this part right, we don't want to reach up here for the spear. Once we make that switch, we want to bring the spear back to us. We don't want to extend our hand out there without some sort of offensive attack or countering attack. All right, so it's 1, switch, left hand, switch, right, switch, left, switch, right. Let's get a few reps of the first exercise in together. All right, let's go ahead and do 10 reps together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Let's take a look at exercise number 2. We're going to be slashing and thrusting, or cut and thrust, and we're going to be making the right to left hand exchange off of the cuts. So from here, we're going to slash, thrust. As I make the change, as I switch my feet, my left hand, my bottom hand right now is going to bring this up, and I'm going to switch out that top hand. Let me show you this again. From right here, as I switch my feet, I push this out and I grab just on top, and then I slide my right hand down. Now I'm on the left position, so I can cut, thrust. Right hand, as I switch my feet, pushes us down, cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust. Cut, thrust, right there. Now, of course, as we need more extension, we can slide our lead hand down the shaft of the spear if we need a little more extension, maybe a little bit more snap, a little bit more power, right there. Okay, so 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Okay, work this out. Let's do some reps together. All right, 10 reps, ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the third exercise, we're going to take a look at our upper eights. Sometimes it's a good idea just to kind of work the upper eight on one side first. Okay? This is how we strike that angle 3 and that angle 4 with the spear. Okay? We can't really come too low, otherwise we're going to end up dragging our tip into the ground, and that's not good. So we have to strike a higher 3 and 4. All right, so from here, just kind of get this down, practice this. Practice it a little bit with the right hand forward, and then go ahead and practice it some with the left hand forward to get a good feel of the circular motions that the spear has. All right, once you have the figure 8 figured out, and you can do it with the right hand forward, you can do it with the left hand forward, let's go into the switching exercise. From here, we're going to go into 3 upward strikes. So we have 1, 2, 3. Right here, we're going to switch it. We're going to switch, grabbing with the left hand and then sliding the right hand down. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to flip it, grabbing with the right hand and sliding the left hand down. Boom, right here. So you're going to notice that with all of these spear switches, we are always passing the spear from right hand to left hand to right hand. We never jump the spear. It's always passing. There's always contact to the spear somewhere, whether it's with our lead hand or dropping our lead hand back or whatever it is. Okay? There's always contact to the spear. Very, very important to understand that. All right, let's go nice and slow, do some reps together. So this time we're gonna do 10 reps together, but there's gonna be 3 strikes for every rep. All right, so we have 1, 2, I'm gonna go nice and slow here. Switch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, work it out one exercise at a time, and then this is the challenge for you. Once you have completed each of these exercises individually, experiment with putting them all together into one kind of combination flow drill. All right, see what you can do with that. 1, 2, right? And then you can come out, boom, boom, here, into the next, all right? And then we can come back down, thrust, thrust, right? Slash, thrust, into the next, okay? And then you can start to build your spear flow, which is always a lot of fun. It always feels pretty cool. The spear, or the Sibat, is one of my favorite areas of Kali, and it's just always a whole lot of fun, and it's a huge area of Kali with so much exploration, and it has so much benefit to obviously the spear fighting and things, but to all of the other areas of Kali as well. It really helps to enhance mechanics, your body mechanics, It helps to increase speed. It helps to increase better timing and understanding and visual of timing. It develops more power, more follow through, faster return of the weapon. And it's also teaching you the importance of good position for both protection during offense and counter-offensive tactics. So subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the spear as much as I do. Click the join button right below this video. Check out becoming a sponsor to the channel here. In our members area with our channel, we have exclusive perks and training videos and all kinds of extra drills and stuff that we're always doing. So click that join button below, check it out, and if it's something for you, then I'd be happy to see you on the inside. As always, head on over to colliecenter.com, continue your training with me over on our different programs and training courses and all that stuff. All right, enough watching videos. Turn off the computer, shut the phone off. Go grab your spear, go grab your staff, head on outside, go train, and I'll see you next time.